PCMA TV is supported by Visit Tampa Bay and produced by CNTV. Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Farnack for CNTV. You know, PCMA is known for taking risks and experimenting with different learning formats. This year, they took the education sessions out of the headquarter hotel and spread it around the city. We're with the Blue Team at the Javits Center, just one of the locations that welcomed attendees. But first, attendees were in for a big surprise as they loaded buses or walked to 6 different mystery venues that correlated with their education topic.
We've had a lot of people assume where we're going and think of different places that we might be going, but still surprised.
The Yellow Team's journey took them to the Microsoft store to dive deep into data strategy.
Thinking about what you're going to do with the data before you start collecting the data, or even before you start with that RFP process is really the key takeaway that I had.
Back here at the Javits Center, participants had a chance for immersive learning on show and exhibit design. They heard from 3 experts who encouraged them to redefine what's appropriate and showed them new trade show floor designs.
Understanding, what the goals are for their conference, how can they then use some really different creative ideas from every different channel, whether it be retail or theme parks or otherwise, to potentially influence a better experience for their attendee.
From there, they broke up into smaller groups to create new engagement plans for their own shows. This unique experience is part of PCMA's goal of helping business event professionals reimagine the future of event design.
Taking the education outside of one roof really allows for a different type of experience. It makes it more memorable. It helps you learn, that helps you remember, and it's a storytelling vehicle too, because then you can go back to your office and share with your colleagues, I had this great experience and here are the different places we went. So it's a good for memory.
As PCMA dreamed up the idea, they first began to think about how they could immerse their attendees in a different experience.
It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to make your attendees uncomfortable. In today's age, actually, they're kind of looking for that. They don't want to do the same thing. And they're constantly evolving in terms of how they learn.
Once PCMA had the idea down, then they worked on the logistics to make it happen.
It comes down to communication and making sure that you are, whether you have an event-specific role, an education-specific role, you have to be in close communication with everyone. And it comes down to also the people who are assisting you as part of your team, the movement. So how are you going to move people from one location, and we're moving 800 people. How do you do that? What's the communication plan? What's the emergency action plan at each venue that the staff need to be aware of and be able to execute upon?
This one-of-a-kind experience is giving business event professionals a lot to think about.
I really enjoy going off-site because it adds kind of a unique flair to it, and it's not just sitting in a meeting room, you're actually getting up, going somewhere, experiencing something, so I highly recommend it, and I would like to use that for some of our meetings too.
I got to check and see what the cost is. We're not, everybody here is an association and a nonprofit, and always are concerned about their bottom line dollar.
No doubt there were lessons learned here that help these business event strategists make their next event a must attend. For PCMA TV, I'm Carrie Farnack. Thanks for being with us. Hi everybody, I'm Carrie Farnack with CNTV. We are proud to be here in New York City working with PCMA to create PCMA TV. We work with them on content marketing and to enhance the on-site experience. We can do the same for your next business event. Give us a call to find out how. Welcome back to PCMA TV. I'm Carrie Farnack with CNTV. They are 2 words no professional wants to hear: data breach. So how can you keep your attendees' information safe? Well, we're joined now by data intelligence expert Bruce McIndoe. Bruce, thanks for being with us.
Sure, welcome.
So we're in front of all this gear, laptops, all kinds of things, cell phones. It's all at risk, isn't it? Tell us what the main takeaways are for business event strategists.
The main takeaways, and we just finished a session here on this topic, is 1, be prepared because it's going to happen at some point that you're going to lose information. So being prepared for that, knowing what to do and how to communicate with all of your stakeholders is actually the most important thing that you can do, because it will happen. No matter all the things that I might talk about protecting it, it's going to happen. So that's number one. Number two, there's two key pieces of information for a conference manager to focus on: personally identifiable information on the attendees and credit card information. And so you want to spend your time, effort, and money protecting that data.
So talk to us about a few things that folks who are watching can actually do right now when they go back to their organizations to protect that data.
Absolutely. So number one, most organizations will subcontract, for example, reg systems to a third party. You want to ride herd on them and make sure that they are fulfilling their obligations of all the protection mechanisms of that system, number one. Number two, on your PCI card data, right, credit card data, you should not be recording that data on paper. That is a classic of how that data gets stolen. So you want to be able to have an online, on-site registration where that data is being put into the same controlled system and there's no record on-site of that credit card data. Those are some of the basics that they can do.
Something I thought was interesting that you said is that the letters and the communication to your attendees or to your staff can really be prepared in advance, right?
Absolutely. Not only in advance, but when you're communicating with your attendees pre-conference, tell them we don't sell our registration lists. These are the appropriate vendors for housing or whatever it might be, making sure that it's clear to them that they know who are the authorized people to be dealing with this data. This is the only registration site that we have, period, end, right? That helps attendees to understand if something's weird, they can see right there, wait, they said this is it.
Bruce, thanks so much. This is really important information. I know this is a topic a lot of folks are dealing with. We appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
I'm Carrie Farnack for PCMA TV.
Hi, welcome to the PCMA Education Conference 2017. I'm Adam DePiro with Visit Tampa Bay, and we're excited to be your PCMA TV sponsors once again this year. First, on behalf of Tampa's hospitality community, I'd like to say thank you for all the support of our destination. Now, we have 3 team members that are attending the PCMA Education Conference. We have Corey Lake, our National Account Director that's based in the Tampa office and responsible for the Mid-Atlantic territory. We also have the newest member of our team, Catherine Morgan, who is our Regional Account Director and based in the DC office. And finally, Karen Johnston, our Regional Account Director in the Chicago office. If you happen to see any of our team members over the next few days during the conference, please be sure to stop them and say hello, as they have a special gift for our professional member partners. And please take a moment to visit tampameetings.com, as there's all types of destination information and also special meeting and convention offers like free Wi-Fi and double meeting planner points for new events in fall of 2019. So thank you for allowing us to invade your room here in New York, and we hope that you'll all come and invade Tampa with your meetings and conventions. And speaking of invading, please stay tuned for a special message from Tampa's very own business pirate, Kevin T. Graybeard. And thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Tampa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Visit Tampa Bay presents Graybeard the Business Pirate.
Ahoy, me hearties! Show hooks! Who here's tired of holding your meeting at the same old, same old? Ah, I thought so. Now, don't get me wrong. A ship-shaped conference room is just perfect for most parlays. But I'd be keel-hauled by my own crew if I didn't shake it up every now and again. I mean, blimey, who doesn't enjoy a good brainstorming sesh on the poop deck, huh? That's why this picaroon is partial to meeting in Tampa Bay. Let's start with the convention center. 600,000 square feet overlooking the water. Surrounded by hotels, minutes from nightlife. It's enough to please even the most jaded meeting lubber. But that's just for starters. Want to outline some action steps in an aquarium? Aye! Want to get wild with your crew at the zoo? Aye! Want to do some team building at a craft brewery? Ha ha! I guarantee you'll be circling back from that meeting ready to synergize your paradigm shift, RE, your low-hanging fruit, whatever that means. So remember, if you're looking for a place for your crew to think outside the box, think inside the bay. Say, ahoy! To Tampa Bay!
Pediatric dentistry, we're trying to find those ways to create education that can be a little bit different from that scientific session. And so new this year, what we put into place, which luckily worked well, people showed up, we did our version of like a TED Talk.
New learning rooms and whatnot, that's another thing that we're trying to do another format in. You know, it's just thinking outside of the box is like something that's really huge for us this coming year.
The networking aspects of event design. It's hard to sometimes get people to collaborate, and giving them enough time but also tools to just intermingle with people that they have things in common with.